Welcome to Mooncakes podcast episode 54. 54.
We back, bitches.
We back. You thought we were gone, but we back.
Or like we broke up or something like
Oh,
that.
we got mad at each other and all that.
Fuck you for not wanting to be on the podcast. Okay, I can do it all by myself. Like, fuck you.
No, there's no drama. We just, like honestly, just a little mental break for myself. And like Liz was just hustling hard, grinding as always. Recalibrating. But we're back. As strong as ever, we're still buds, and we're so glad to be back here talking to you guys.
Yeah, I missed you, and I missed everyone else too. It's crazy because the last episode was in Vegas, right?
It was in Vegas.
That was in May.
And now it's August, and it's going to be September. So it's been some time. It's been some time for sure, but sometimes it's like, it's so great it is good to take moments of pause and a moment of break. And even if it might seem like, oh, we got to hustle, we got to have like an episode per week and all that stuff. It's, sometimes you need a moment of pause. And I think I was listening to this podcast. I forget, I think it was.
Do a shout out.
A Bit of Optimism. I think it's by, Simon Sinek, I think that's how you say his last name.
Simon Sinek. I know that guy. He's such a, I wonder if he's always positive.
Yeah.
He seems positive all the time.
Positive all the time. He's I think he was like him but I'm also listening to On Purpose with Jay Shetty.
Jay Shetty. Yeah.
Yes.
Check them out. Also another positive guy. You're like,
very positive.
How
everything.
positive can you get?
Yeah, and he was interviewing someone, and I totally am blanking out her name, but she was saying how we just live in this hustle culture, and it's all about grinding, and if you're not busy, then you're not doing anything. If you're not doing anything, then what are you doing? And it's so nice to just take a break, take a breather, and just take a moment to be in the quiet.
Oh yeah,
in the calmness, in the peace.
I like that.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been meditating lately. So been getting into meditation.
Debbie's in meditation.
Been getting into meditation, and it's really taught me to just to center myself and to be okay sitting in stillness. I'm just so used to my mind bouncing, thinking of things. It's like, oh wait, let me go back to thinking on my breath. Let me go back to thinking about my body sitting on this pillow, the weight of it, my breath coming in and out of my lungs, just the feeling of being alive in this present moment.
Yeah, instead of going in the past, future, future,
present, future.
Yeah, everything but the present.
Anything but the present, right?
Yeah.
And it's sometimes you have these moments of presentness, I like to say, when you see a sunset or when you see some beautiful moment, and you're like, this is really nice, and you're present, and it's such a great feeling. But that's what I am trying to put into practice, that feeling of being present, not just moments, but all the time. Trying to. It's very hard because we're so as human beings, we're just wired and socialized to just, again, be what's next, and so as much as what I'm trying to say is, even though we took this break and since May and everything, I think we both needed it. I think we both needed it just to focus on ourselves and do our thing, but also it makes you miss when I'm in it, when I'm back in it with you. It's it feels so good. It feels like home. It feels like this comfort, seeing a familiar face and seeing this familiar face, and being able to just be present.
Yeah.
And not just being this rat race called life and hustling and bustling.
Well, also it's we're not doing Mooncakes just to get the numbers, just to get popular or something like that. It's we really missed it because we enjoyed each other's company and the things that we touched base on. And it's just, like it really makes you think like, oh, I really appreciate Mooncakes. This thing that we do, it's not just a numbers game for sure. It's not like how many podcasts can we do? Maybe in the beginning I was like that because, I wanted to get it going.
Oh, yeah.
But then, you're right. From the break, I was like, what really is Mooncakes to me, to us?
To us.
Does it really have like a solid foundation, or is it just like one of those just projects where I just, I was just like, let's do it. You know what I mean? No, it's definitely, like you said, it feels home to you. And also for me too, it's a space where we talked about earlier, we can dive deeper into conversations.
Exactly. Because as we were talking about an off camera earlier, as like I said, I love hanging out in groups too. Like, don't get me wrong, I love hanging out with friends and family and everything, and celebrating life and celebrating, events with people, weddings and whatnot, or partying here and there. But there is something so grounding about like being able to sit with a good friend that you've known for over 2 decades, and being able to just sit with that person and sit with myself and dig a little deeper, like you said, and not just say like, oh, how's everything on the surface, and like, when you're in a group setting, you're not going to be like going deep into it, right? You're like,
I mean, I guess you could pull that wild card out.
Yeah, you could be like, actually, this is how
when's I'm really the last time you were depressed?
Yeah, exactly. You could, but usually it's not the proper small talk conversation. It's big talk.
Yeah.
It's big talk. And that's what I love about us and Mooncakes podcast is like, it feels so much bigger than just the small talk. Yeah. And it really makes me feel connected with you. And even though we've known each other for so long, I still feel like every time we do an episode, I learn something new about you.
Oh, yeah, likewise.
I learn like a new perspective, or I get a better understanding of my situation, and I get a change of perspective, and just hearing your perspective on what's going on with me and what's going on with you. And so it's such a great back and forth feeling. That's what I feel.
I mean, a lot of people, like Plato and Socrates, like this is let's just think. Let's just sit and think,
philosophize
and talk, with my fellow human,
about deep life, philosophical
I mean, they partied for sure. They drank, they partied, but at the same time too, just like knowing that your attention, that you're present, and you're like hearing me, seeing me, and you know that I'm doing the same thing for you.
Exactly.
Like it really definitely fills those little voids, like those little like holes in my soul or whatever. It like fills it up, like cements it, and just like, you know what, like, if it just helps me with my insecurities, like, oh, that person wasn't nice to me, but like, you know what, it doesn't matter because I know that there are people that love me. It does give me like a solid security.
This fills my cup.
Yeah, for me too.
Fills my cup. Like, everyone is always, at least for me too, like always trying to like, it feels good to help others, right? Like you want to help others somehow, some way.
Oh, you've always been always helping.
I think like in nature, people want to help. People want to feel like they're doing some good, right? But in order to do good and everything, in order to help others, you need to help yourself first. Which, is a common theme in my life, is in the past, in my younger self, and I think this is any young person, you're just a people pleaser. At least I was, and you can attest to this. You were and have been too, and we still are. We still are people pleasers. But man, oh man, did people pleasing and just people pleasing alone, putting their needs before your own, does that cause burnout, resentment, just tiring, just feeling exhausted at the end of the day.
Yeah, because you're giving your energy away.
You're giving your energy away. And this is where I've learned that as much as I love helping others and everything, it's okay to help myself first. Put the oxygen mask on yourself first, right?
Yeah.
Before you help others, before you help even the child, right? You put the oxygen mask on yourself first.
Yeah, because you're going to die.
Because you're going to pass out
you're
before
gonna
you can help
die,
anyone. You can help anyone else. So filling your cup, as selfish as that might sound first, filling your cup first actually will help you become a better person to help other people.
Oh, yeah.
When your cup is filled first, when you do it mentally, physically, and emotionally, whatever you have to do. And that's what I've been doing since May.
It's a responsible thing to do. It's a responsible and it's a beautiful thing that what you're doing for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
You are numero uno, man. It's so true.
Self-care, your well-being, everything. Like, that's all you got. If you are an empty cup and you will just break. You will have a burnout. I promise you, you will have a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
That I can say this because it's happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
Not once, not twice, multiple times. And it's always the same, like, leading factor is that I was filling other people's cups before my own.
Assisting, aiding,
whatever. Yeah, whatever I was doing. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. And let me tell you, it's no fun. It's no fun when you break down. It's no fun when you have that mental breakdown because when you're empty and you keep giving and giving when you're empty and you literally like just break, like mentally at least.
It's hard to get back up.
Let me tell you.
First of all, it's like, how do I even do it?
Yeah.
And then when you try to learn from other people, it's like it's never the same case, right? They're like, oh, do this, do that, think this way. And it's just like, sometimes it's not a right fit for you.
It's not the right fit for you.
And then even if you go through the actions and the thoughts that they're concerned, which I'm not saying self-help, like I've also listened to a lot of self-help, like Mel Brooks or something. I don't know. I forgot. But like it's so hard. It takes way more energy to bring all the pieces back up.
Oh,
and piece yourself together rather than do self-care like this.
Preventative measures.
Do the preventative measures.
Fucking preventative measures until you go too deep.
Yeah, just like you get your dentist like cleaning every year and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you got to do that.
Preventative measures.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, because once you break, like you said, it's so hard to pick up the pieces. It's so hard to when you're in the
limbo.
You're in the fucking dark and like
purgatory.
Yeah, purgatory, and you're in the dark and you don't see the light. You could be literally in the light, but all your eyes are closed and you're blind, and you're just like, I'm sorry, I feel shitty. I feel horrible. I feel like a waste of space. I let down these people. I let down myself. I let down my family. Just everything just comes crashing down. And then your mind just starts to turn on you. Yeah. And when your mind turns on you, it's supposed to be your friend, but it can become your worst enemy.
Yeah, yeah. You have to learn. Like right now, I feel like you're wrangling your mind.
Yeah.
Like you're like,
I'm rewiring it.
Yeah, you're rewiring better. That's better. And you're like, you're becoming friends with your mind again. Like there's people that can go approach like, hey bitch, you're my bitch, to your mind. But no, you have to really like
nurture it. And you have to nurture it, and you have to be like, approach it to yourself. When it comes down to it, it's really how you treat yourself at the end of the day, right? Yeah. How you think about yourself. And I was just thinking so harshly about myself. I was just so mean. I was just all this stuff. And, like at this moment, and, I like I mentioned, I try to get into meditation, taking.
Got your lashes on.
Got my lashes on. Got my hair did.
I saw Debbie today and she's like, what's different about me? I'm like, your hair is voluminous. It's like, there's so much volume, And she's like, no, it's my lashes. I was like, that too.
I usually don't wear falsies usually. Don't wear lashes.
No, they look really nice.
But I was like, you know what?
They look cute.
Liz has always got her makeup did like perfect and everything like that. I have to like match that energy, and it's been a while since we did Mooncakes podcast. Yeah. I gotta like bust out these babies and just like Slow bleed.
No, they look nice. They look really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. They're looking good, fam.
Thank you. But yeah, I just, for those, if this is your first time hearing
welcome.
Mooncakes podcast
welcome
episode,
to Mooncakes, to our Mooncakes dimension.
Yes. And, just really quickly, like I was diagnosed with bipolar about 10 years ago and everything. So, mental health is super important to me. My mental well-being has been always important to me. But I'm 35 now, and it's taken me since I've been, oh my gosh, maybe it's more than 10 years now. It's been more than 10 years.
Yeah.
Since I've been diagnosed. But now I'm 35, and I'm just like now just realizing like, I mean, I've always known how important mental well-being is, mental health and everything, but I'm only realizing like really actually doing the work of changing my mindset of how I feel about myself.
So that's again when we were like piecing yourself together first. You're like Humpty Dumpty. You fell off the wall and you cracked, right? You shattered, and it takes. That's what we're saying. Preventive measures really help because it takes so much more energy to kind of piece yourself together.
Oh my gosh!
So and like, energy. I mean,
taking me so long,
right? Like. Yeah.
It's taken me like since my last manic episode that I had, like a mental breakdown, it's been like 5 years. And over these 5 years, it's up till now, like have I been like really, and in the last few months, really actually like proactively doing things to, just be a better me and just be nicer to myself. And, I mentioned I also had a life coach too. So that's helped too. And I think the best exercise that we did recently with my life coach, and I think this is an exercise that anyone who's going through like hating yourself and depression and all that and like just feeling like shit, right? This is like one of the best exercises I did for myself, and especially if someone like myself who has a mental illness, I just have really low self-esteem. And so my life coach had me close my eyes and visualize, like I'm visualizing my younger self. The young Debbie, the little Debbie.
Oh, the
little Debbie.
Oh
right? Cute little Debbie.
What is she wearing?
What is she wearing? She's wearing a Mickey Mouse sweater.
I know. The one with the red sleeves.
Yes, the red
sleeves and the red bottoms.
And the haircut with the bangs and like, little bowl cut, whatever, and sweats.
She looked like an anime character, guys. Like
just like the sweats. Just imagine little Debbie, and this is before bipolar, onset, before I was diagnosed with bipolar, before I even had any idea what a manic episode is or mental breakdown. This is just like innocent Debbie.
Yeah.
And like, basically my life coach is like, okay, now that you see this young Debbie, what would you want to say to her? Like, what would you want to say to her at this moment?
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, it's so funny because when my life coach put those, put that visualization to me, and like I had those words, and I couldn't help but soften up. Soften up a lot. I'm talking to this little Debbie. I'm talking to this little me, like this young girl has no idea of the pain that she's gonna go through.
Yeah, you wouldn't say, "Oh, you're ugly."
Oh, you're ugly. Like, look at your piece of shit. Yeah. Fuck you, man.
You're like,
why can't you be anybody? Just like the things that I'm saying to myself.
Yeah.
Every day, every moment, like when you're depressed, like you're saying all these things to yourself. But then to little Debbie, I was like, oh my gosh, I would tell her, like, first of all, and I started tearing up a little bit.
Oh yeah,
I was like tearing up because I was like really in this visualization, and I was like,
and plus you're really cute.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, she's Debbie, little Debbie, oh my
little
God.
Debbie. I was like, I first want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're gonna have to go through. You're going to have to go through a lot of pain. You're going to have to go through a lot of struggle.
No idea.
And you have no idea what's coming.
Oh, man.
And you're going to feel alone. You're going to feel so alone and scared when you're in that hospital by yourself the first night. and you're gonna feel so like unsure, like what's going on and everything. But I promise you, it is going to get better, and that you're not alone. That I got you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be okay because I'm okay. We're okay. We're gonna be okay because I'm gonna make sure you're okay.
You have responsibility now on yourself.
I'm gonna make sure that little Debbie's okay because
she's always in there.
She's always been in there. It's me. I'm little Debbie. Yeah. I'm talking to this like third person, like little Debbie. I'm little Debbie. Like, so I want you, whoever's listening to us right now, whoever's watching this, if you're going through that depression, if you're going through that, like, I fucking hate myself, all that stuff, I want you to visualize yourself. Really do this. Close your eyes and visualize your younger self and say out loud, what would you say, aloud to this person? What would you say to this young version of yourself? You're not going to be a dick to a young little Debbie and like to yourself, little Junior. Like, you're not going to be a dick to yourself. You're going to show kindness. You're going to show empathy. You're going to show forgiveness and understanding because you don't know any better at that age. You're so young. You have no life experience at that point. Like, really not that much. And so, yeah, I was just like really, that visualization, that exercise really, made me tear up. It made me realize like, wow, I am so fucking hard on myself. Way too hard on myself. And that is only a detriment to me. Like, it's only doing more harm than good, and I'm tired. I'm tired of hating myself. I'm tired of being tired. I'm, just this broken record. And so it was such a eye opener for me. It was such a like turning a new leaf, like talking to my younger self and just being like, all right, I'm so kind to this younger Debbie. Like, now, like, let's switch that out. Like, that's me.
Yeah.
Why can't I be kind to myself?
Yeah.
Why am I so hard on myself? And yeah, that to me is like, since May, even before that, like, I've had those moments of just feeling down and just up and downs and, just those feelings. And
that's such an uncomfortable feeling when you're like, oh, I think I'm going to get better. Oh, now I'm fucking down here.
Down again.
I feel like I'm a little better. Is it going to stick this time? And then you go back down. And then it's like this like roller coaster going up and down.
And down.
And that's a really, like, it obviously unstable feeling.
Yeah, it's unstable and it's like frustrating.
It's super frustrating. It's super, super frustrating.
And so I'm trying to, now that I feel a lot better these days, I'm trying to figure out like what can I do preventative wise, like to not go back into that deep, deep dark depression.
Yeah.
Not saying that it will never happen again because obviously I can't promise that. Life happens, things happen, but I can at least do things day to day.
Yeah.
Minute to minute, second to second of finding ways to hold on to this perspective of this newfound perspective of being kinder to myself, being kinder to others even. Because when I'm kind to myself, that's just going to make me a better person.
I agree. Yeah, you have to be kind to yourself because when you're not kind to yourself, there's like minuscule stresses that start happening in your body and you start getting rigid and then you get uncomfortable. So,
and then you lash out on other people.
Yeah, and you lash out on other people. And I mean, I'm so guilty of it 100 times full, 1,000 million times, and I think it is, you're doing yourself a solid and you're doing everyone around you a solid too. You know what I mean? Like, don't hate on yourself.
Yeah. Fill your cup. Yeah,
fill your cup.
Your fucking cup.
I mean, just recently I couldn't fit any of my clothes. You know what I mean? Because I'm not running 6 miles a day like I used to. You know what I mean? Like I told you over when we were in Chinatown, like, at one point I was a size 4, and like now I'm a size like 10, and I'm just like, there's times where in my head I'm like, oh, you're so fat. You're so like, you're such a slob. You know, you can't fit in your clothes. I don't feel pretty, you know, like all these like negative thoughts. But you know what? I was like, finally I took a stand. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go spend a couple $100. I'm going to go pick out clothes that why am I holding on to these clothes from years ago?
That remind you and that of what you were before.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, I'm going to get to that point again. I'm going to get back to that size.
A lot of people do.
A lot of people
hold on to this past clothing. Yeah. Whatever, because they're like, it's just their motivation to like, get back to what it was.
But it's negative motivation. It's so negative. It's so toxic, everyone.
So bad.
What you do is like you go out. I mean, like all my clothes is from like Forever 21. Like none of this stuff, unless it's like a hand-me-down like bag or something, a name brand bag, then I'll wear it if I like it. But me and Joseph just went to Forever 21. I looked up inspirations, like what I wanted, like what spoke to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then we went out and we tried on clothes, and we bought like clothes that we could share. Like, like $300 worth of clothing. Yeah. But I got a whole wardrobe out of that $300. And I feel so much happier. You know what I mean?
So great.
Like,
because you're dressing for the body you have in this moment.
Because like, why am I hating myself? Like, why am I hating myself so much? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of putting on these lashes and makeup if I hate myself inside? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and honestly, I am so much happier. Like, this pants is part of the wardrobe that I got, and I just feel so happy to get up.
Yeah.
Like, I get dressed and I'm just like, I don't have to think twice about it. I'm like, oh, I feel comfortable.
You feel comfortable.
And you're just like, I'm going to get on with my day. I feel good in my clothes. It fits me, and I'm going to get on. So like, I just want you guys to know, like, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a new wardrobe. Like, some of my stuff is from Goodwill. But I mean, if you just want a quick, like, you know, because Goodwill takes a little time. You have to spend the whole day. And you could just go to Forever 21, one of these, like, you know, we have these luxuries. You know what I mean? Just because your pants are $20, it doesn't mean that you look cheap.
No, it's how you wear it.
It's how you wear it. Do you feel comfortable in it?
Do you feel great in it? Then that's all that matters.
It doesn't.
Yeah, no one's gonna
fucking. This is not silver. This is not silver. I bought all this for like $5. Jewelry for $5. Yeah. It's just like, it's such good stuff. Just go and make yourself feel good. And like, I'm just so much more motivated to get out to work. You know, people are like, oh, you look nice. Like, even guys are like, hey, not like hating on me, but like, hey, I dig your look. Like, you look because good.
It's how you wear it.
It's the swag, you know?
You
like,
don't let the clothes wear you. Yeah. You wear the clothes.
Exactly. And if you're feeling good, like, people notice and stuff like that.
There's this, like, it radiates from you.
Exactly. And it makes people feel good too. It's like, oh, this person's like not like feeling themselves, but like, you know, like, they're just confident.
When I see a woman or a guy and they're dressed to like just the dress to a T, like just amazing, like immaculate taste, and like just the hair, the makeup, the suit, the tie, whatever, the swag, you know, they're just oozing swag. They're just oozing this like confidence. Yeah. And I'm like, I love that. Yeah. I love that for that person. And like, give me what that person's having. Like, exactly. I want that. And it's just like, that positivity, that confidence, like, it, you can't help but like rub off on you a little bit. Oh yeah, and get inspired. Yeah, you who knows? Like, just like you just being yourself, dressing the way you dress, looking the way you look, just being the person you are. When you fill your cup, when you're in a better mindset, and everything, that just affects. It's like energy. It's positive. It could be negative. You're right. Or positive. But whatever energy you possess, it will spread to other people around you.
Yeah, and in your life too, because like, maybe I wasn't in the best mental state, but that was a step to being like, hey, I deserve this. You know, maybe I'm not in the right financial space to do this, but like $300, you know, what the fuck? You know what I mean? If that's how much me feeling better about myself is gonna cost, then I'm fucking gonna buy it. Yeah. You know, because I bet on myself. And honestly, things have kind of, I mean, it's not perfect. Nothing's perfect. But I feel like I'm like, things are slowly like clicking for me and stuff, and just like, you know, really like loving yourself and feeling that you are worth it. it does so much for your mental health.
Oh,
honestly.
totally.
Maybe even to like to pick yourself up. I mean, don't put yourself in debt, of course. Like that's I mean, if you're
That's not what we're saying. We're not saying that money, buying clothes and all this solves your problems.
No,
just like
it doesn't.
But it does. If it helps make you feel good and better about yourself, you know, you don't have to, like Liz said, you don't have to pay a fortune to, like, you don't need to buy like all like the most luxury items, everything. Like just do things for yourself, whether that's buying a new outfit or buying a new wardrobe, or for myself, meditation. Like going on a walk with my dad in the park. Like all these things, cooking dinner and cooking meals for my family. Like all these things should hopefully bring you like joys, even little joys. It could be as simple as making yourself a cup of coffee. And or your favorite drink, or even us like making spring rolls for lunch. That was fun. That was fun making spring rolls, and I like appreciate it, and like I have so much gratitude and appreciation for like you like taking the time, like Liz taking the time to spread out the spread of all the ingredients, and like just taking the time to eat together and just have a moment of nurturing our bodies with good food. I mean, I you know, I appreciate that. And I didn't say it earlier, but I will say it now. But thank you, Liz. Thank
you're welcome.
For thinking, like, it's funny because for people who might see you from afar, or might see me, they might think, oh, she might be like an RBF. Bitch. Like resting bitch face. Like, she's like a bitch. You know? Like, I don't know about her. But like the thing about you, Liz, is that when that person does, you know, get into your inner circle, that inner, you know, whatever that, however long it takes or whatever it takes, and I gain your trust, or we gain your trust.
That wasn't that hard, was it?
Yeah, when we were younger. But I mean, even nowadays, you know, like whatever it takes, and once that person's in your inner circle, you treat them like family. You treat them like
definitely.
You have such a nurturing nature about you. And that's why, you know, and that's kind of how I am when it comes to like, I just, again, people pleaser, right?
Oh, you are very nurturing. I mean, like that one meal does not equal to all the times Debbie was like, hey, do you want something to drink? Hey, you want a snack? Like she would always be like preparing a drink, like when it was cold out or something, like always asking like, hey, you don't want Thai tea? Or you want a cookie?
I mean, like, you know? I think we're both very nurturing people and people pleaser too. But we've learned the hard way of what happens when you give too much. And you give to the wrong people.
Wrong people, for sure. You
give too much to the wrong people, and the wrong people will take advantage of that.
Because we were vulnerable.
You're vulnerable.
We didn't think. We weren't hurt.
You don't want to upset anyone. You want to. We're people pleaser.
And we're like, you know, that's our way. That's one of our love languages.
It's our love language.
Is to, you know, just to give.
Yeah, to give, acts of service, like just giving in that way. And so we learn, you know, I think we both learned the hard ways of when you give to the wrong people, or when people take advantage of that and then make you feel like shit. And then even after everything you've given, and they keep taking and taking, and it's still not enough.
My mom.
There you go. It's a little jab. But it's true. I mean, like, that's how you feel. And it's like, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, we have to do things to protect ourselves and guard ourselves and people like, you know, that can really, really just cause you to have bad mental health, you know? And so it's like creating boundaries.
It's so important. You know, they say it like when we were little, they're like, you got to create boundaries. And we're like, okay, create boundaries.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Like, how does it mean? And then you find out when you don't have boundaries, and people take advantage of you. You're like, oh shit, now I know. Like, no, the word no is a full and complete sentence. You don't need to say no because of this. No.
No means no.
Is enough. That's enough. And you don't have to explain yourself. You can simply say no. Not doing it.
And it's better for you. Like better for just like you have to understand like this is your life and you put it in the direction that you want it to. So if you say yes to everyone, you're taking your direction and spreading it all over the place and giving other people power, you know, and this is also
you're emptying your cup.
Yeah, this is also a preventive measure, and you know, it can feel very empowering too, because like, you know, every like Christmas or whatever, we had to go over to my aunt's house. And, you know, it was just, I don't know. It went from being like enjoyable as a little kid to like you have to be there or like you're not part of this family or you're not showing that you love this family. And I was like, you know what? I don't feel happy or enjoy like.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure to be there. And I was like, no. Like my mom's like, would you come this year? Nah. No. Before it was hard. It was like I had to wrestle with it. Of course, like when you first say no, it's going to be difficult, right? You're just going to be like, oh my God, did I do the right thing? Like, is this the right thing for me? Or am I being a bad person?
No.
Or, you know, but like, and you're like wrestling with the feeling. But then after you're just like, no, it's better.
Yeah.
I'm way better.
Yeah. You're just like, you're happier.
I'm so much happier. I'm like,
you just have a peace of mind.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't enjoy the food.
You didn't enjoy the food? I'm sure like the company was not great at all.
Not great.
They don't listen. Like you've told me in the past, they're never.
Oh, it's never like this.
They hear you.
Yeah.
But they're not listening.
Oh yeah, they're
not really listening to you.
Yeah, they don't think you're important.
Or they shut you down.
Yeah, shut you down. There's a lot of passive aggressive microaggressions. There's you know, when you're a kid, you're like, it's funny. It's funny, like, you know, but now it's just like
older, you're like the disrespect. You're like, no.
The disrespect, my God. And it's just like they can get away with doing things, but then in return we have to be like, we have to be like,
that's my elder. I have to be really like, I just gotta suck it up. Like, you know, elder or not, like, no. We're all grown folks.
We're gonna keep you in check when you're 80 or if you're 12. Okay, it's just like we're gonna keep you in check. Like,
because they should know. You know, anyone should know. Like, when their actions or words is hurting you, they should know when their action or words is making someone else feel uncomfortable, especially if that's yourself. And if they can't take the criticism or if they can't take the feedback that, hey, you know, like what you said really...
Yeah, just like that. Like,
what you said really hurt my feelings and stuff. And they get like, whoa, you know, like, it's like...
That's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like...
That's all in your head. And I'm like, whoa, I'm the crazy person.
It's like, all in my head or not, that's what your actions and your words made me feel.
Yeah.
You should take ownership for that.
Yeah, or like just talk about it.
And
like,
talk about it if you can. Like, and
this is so foreign. Like just doing this, like even like 1% of it is so foreign to them.
Yeah.
You can never just be like, hey, like I'm feeling down. They're like, oh, well, that's your problem. Like we're not going to talk about that. You know, put that smile back on your face and let's continue. Let's continue this dinner. Like,
you know, it's like just trying to keep this facade on, you know, this mask.
Such a facade.
This mask and like, oh, family gathering. Everything's perfect.
They don't know anything about me.
Yeah. They don't want to get to know you.
No.
Because if they truly want to get to know you, if they truly cared, they would listen.
Yeah.
They would hear you. They would truly hear and listen to what you have to say and form a response back that is caring and understanding and someone that actually is like, no, I really want to know, like, how are you?
Yeah.
How are you really?
It's so awkward when I see them. Like if I have to see them, like it's so awkward because they like just, you know, it's all very on the surface. My aunt would be like, oh, like you're still looking skinny, or I'm like,
thank you,
yeah.
It's so
you still still pretty. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Like they mean well, but it's just at the end
we're strangers.
At the end of the day, it just feels like strangers and just like small talk and just superficial.
Yeah, but I do still care about them. I'll ask my mom like how, because my aunt, she just like, I don't know, she like burned her face one week and then with oil because she was trying to eat like steak from a pan or something.
Ooh, okay.
And then the next week she's like, she had vertigo and like an ambulance had to come or something like that. So I'm like, I honestly, concerned. Like, how is she? Like, what's going on? You know, all that. But and you know, like there was a time where I was the one that was most interested in our family history. But now that there is no sense of family, it's like I got to start anew. This is family right now.
Of course,
you know what I mean? Like the past doesn't matter. It's like moving on forward. You know,
and like when you do see your family, it's not like you're a bitch or anything like that. You're still cordial. You're still like yourself, but like. I just know you're just not completely comfortable around them. You can never really let your guard down.
Yeah, I'll squeeze out of anything. I'll squeeze out whatever. They're like, there's free food. No. No, thank you. No, I know that trick so often. But I'm glad that you're meditating, like the practice, right? It's the practice. I mean, at first you're just like, I have to meditate for 20 minutes. But after a while, you're just like, wow, that 20 minutes is like a gift to myself.
It just like, it's starting to, like, I've done it 5 days in a row now. And so I'm hopefully just keep it going and hopefully build it as a habit. And so that I'm like,
I mean, you said it here on the podcast, so it's like, there's no turning back.
Keep me accountable, you guys. But now that I have like this mental energy and emotional energy and physical energy to, like, for myself, because I filled my cup this, you know, this whole time. I'm like ready to
sparkling, girl. You sparkling. You sparkling.
Thank you. I'm ready to. I want to again, like, what brings me joy is helping other people and stuff like that. So I like opened this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this app, but anyone who is going through loneliness, depression, bipolar. Like any kind of like mental illness or any kind of those kind of anything that deals with like mental well-being, you know, your mental health. There's this app called Wisdo.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me very like you know, like a long time ago.
Yes, I mentioned it before, but I mentioned it again because, you know, the last time I logged in was like, man, maybe a couple months ago. Like it's been a while since I've checked in on that app. But I felt like so re-energized and so happy to get out of my funk that I was like, you know what? Let me see if, you know, what I'm going through. Yeah.
Pay it forward.
Because it can be mentally draining to get on the Wisdo app. And if you're, especially you're in a negative mindset and you're like, you read other people's negativity and you're just like, I feel negative now. I feel even more shitty than to begin with. But it's great to get on there too when you're feeling shitty. And you just say what you got to say. So I like look at what I had, like what I wrote maybe 2019, I think, when I was like,
that sounds about the time. No, you told me about it in like 2020.
2020, yeah.
2020.
But 2019 was when I went on it and I wrote this thing on to the community of bipolar, and I said, you know, has anyone ever hated themselves so much that you just hit yourself? Like you hit yourself because your mind keeps saying what a piece of shit you are, and you physically hit yourself just to make it stop, just to feel some physical pain.
Like self-flagellating.
Yeah. It's just like some physical, I don't want to say self-harm, but like I hadn't cut myself or anything, but like just like I'm just literally slapping myself because my mind would not stop. Fast forward till now. And I'm feeling so much more at peace and everything. And I'm reading my like old posts, you know, like the things I post. And people like, of course, was like, I totally know how you feel. And like, da-da-da, like been there, da-da-da. And like, so that was really helpful during that time for me. But then I had to take a break from Wisdo just because I was like, all right, like I said what I had to say. I don't feel as alone, but I just need a break from the app. now I get back on it and I have this newfound, again, energy to want to help people, to want to give back. And so, so that's exactly what I did. I like looked at people's things and like mentioned like how my journey and like how I just got out, of my long phase of depression. It felt like forever, but like I feel like I'm in the light again, and this is how I did it. This is what I did.
And you're a very good writer, so I feel like the way you write is very what's it called? It feels like natural, organic. It's just it's you can describe things very well.
Yeah,
through your words and stuff. So
I mean,
I think
I'm not a technical writer, but I like to say I'm an emotional writer.
Yeah, you're an emotional writer. Yeah,
I'm such a human. Emotionally human writer. That's like how I write. I'm not like thinking about grammar. I'm not thinking about proper pronunciation or punctuation, but I'm thinking about like just getting my feelings across.
Which is it's very difficult for a lot of people to even do that. Like that's an exercise for people that have a hard time like
to articulate
what they're
put into words what they're feeling.
Yeah.
And so and then like sure enough, some people are like, thank you so much for writing this, and like like this put a smile on my face, like thank you.
That's awesome.
Like those kind of moments, right? And that's kind of thing. Like I want to get into volunteering at the wellness center.
Yeah,
I haven't done it because I was like kind of afraid of COVID and stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm like, all right, like when I'm back from work, getting back from Ojai and stuff like that, and like back from work, I'm gonna definitely email that person, the volunteer person that's ahead of volunteering and stuff, and like see what I can do to physically go to this space and help out in person. But in the time being, like if I can help just through an app and just like be helpful and like respond to other people who are saying like, I feel alone, what's the point of going on? And I can respond to that and just say, hey, I'm here for you. I've been there. I know what it's like. And like keep holding on. Even if it feels like there's no reason to hold on, like keep holding on. Like I promise you, like the light's there.
Saving lives, man. Yeah, because it means so much more when someone's actually been through it rather than someone that is just volunteering that's never been in it. So like, like they're trying to help, but you're like, dude, you've never
You don't even know.
You don't even know. Like,
exactly.
I mean, no offense, but I know you're trying to help, but like, you just don't step into things that you don't know. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, because it pisses people off. Like, I don't like anyone talking to me unless like, they can understand actually like what I'm going to, instead of feeding me words, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Because again, it feels disingenuous because you're just like,
oh my God.
You've never been through what I've been through. How can you say that's going to get better?
Yeah.
Of course it's been better because you don't know what depression. It boggles my mind that there's people out there that have never experienced depression, like full on, like full blown dark, deep depression. There's people like no.
Yeah.
And so
well, because I feel like it's not always their fault, but like they're in a bubble. And their mind puts them in a secure bubble, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine. Just don't like, if you're gonna delve into like the talking about depression, like don't go there.
Yeah. Totally.
Don't do it unless you've been there.
Exactly. It just feels more organic and more real and genuine when the person's been through it. And
Yeah.
Great, we're on like this common level,
And I mean, that's why we talk, is because even before the podcast, is we had this like understanding of one another, because I've definitely not, I never had bipolar, but like, deep depression, feeling that we both felt that is like that's what we can connect on and kind of push each other through.
It's our darkness that actually connects us.
Our darkness connects us.
But on that note, we're gonna take a little break and we'll be right back.
I need to pee.
Check.
That was a nice pee.
All right, we are back from our break. So yeah, I mean, even though it's been a while since we did our last podcast,
like 2 months.
2 months ago, we were in Vegas and everything, and for Lovers and Friends Festival, So all the people that thought it was like a hoax or not real. Like,
it's a fire. It's another fire festival.
It really happened.
Yeah.
And
we were present.
We were present and we were there. And luckily we were there for the second day, not the first day. Because I heard Saturday was a shit show. But Sunday was, fine. I mean, overall, I think
we actually got free water.
Free water,
free iced water because people were like passing out the first day.
Yeah, first day I heard they ran out of water.
Yeah, they ran out of water. Like what?
Oh my gosh,
it was so hot. But the Vegas trip was really fun. A lot of things happened. You guys can watch all our recap on that trip on our YouTube channel. Like, please. If you guys like hanging out on YouTube, please subscribe and we're doing it. I mean, I'm really appreciative for all the almost 150 subscribers on there. So thank you so much. It might not seem a lot to like anyone else, but to me, it's like really special. Awesome. That's 150 people that like are into our content, and we really appreciate every one of you. So if you guys aren't subscribed to our YouTube, like check it out. We got lots of videos. We got videos from all of our videos from our previous episodes, a lot of shorts that we cut up. And also we got like highlights from our road trip to Vegas and our lovers and friends experience. And also actually we did have an incident over on our way back home. Everything was going great.
Everything was going great until like it wasn't. Until it didn't go great. I mean, to be fair, we were just napping, me and Liz, and then her husband Joseph was driving and being a sweetheart, and he drove us to Vegas, and he was driving us back in a Tesla, in their Tesla, and before we knew it, we woke up to him saying like "fuck" or
like "fuck."
I'm like, and I'm in the back, of course I'm in the back seat. I'm like a little baby, and I'm like, what? What's and they can only mean one thing, when a Tesla driver's like "fuck," it's just like
ran out of miles. I mean, we had 7 miles, and we only need 0.3 miles to get to the charger. But I mean, if you want to see how that ends up, watch that video. Give us some love on there. And also, I don't know how he did it, but he managed to get a rig, or I don't know what he did to
restart the battery.
Yeah, restart the battery, and it's just crazy, guys. We did not plan any of this. It was totally a shocker to me, and I don't even know why I filmed it. You know what I mean? I just pulled out my camera on the phone, and I just started filming, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, no, it was like an adrenaline rush, when you think your battery died, and then all of a sudden Joseph did some ninja move.
I don't know what he did.
He restarted the battery and the whole circuit, whatever he did. Restarted the computer and everything so that the car read, instead of 7 miles left, read that we had 11 miles left of charge. And we're just like, oh my gosh. And then the car restarted.
But losing power
as it started. And so Joseph's like, where is it? Where is it? And Liz points it out, and it's
crazy.
Makes a turn, and we have just enough juice to back up into the charger. God. And it was exhilarating.
Oh my God.
These are the things we live for.
Yeah.
It was exhilarating.
It was crazy. But yeah, if you guys want to check out the video, I got
actual footage of us the battery starting again, and us freaking out, and not, we were waiting for AAA at that point. We're who knows how long that's gonna take, and
we're in the middle of the Mojave Desert.
It was wild.
Did you know that? I didn't know we were actually, Yermo is part of the Mojave Desert.
Oh,
I looked it up. I'm like, no way. So crazy. But yeah, please check that out.
A lot of great stuff on YouTube. Liz has done a lot of highlights, and again, you can see full episodes on there, and you can see what we look like. You can see the expression on our faces.
Yeah, exactly.
So but yeah, we would love for you guys to just show us some love on YouTube, and
keep the numbers going.
Man.
Nice. And share the, I mean, maybe a lot of people don't want to share our content because it's kind of I don't want anyone to know.
I don't want anyone to know that we're listening to these two chicks.
Hey, we'll be your dirty little secret.
Yeah, we'll be your dirty little secret.
But I do want to give out a special shout out to one of our a guy that I don't know, maybe it'd be a girl, I don't know, guy or girl, but it was for the video So Wasted in Hong Kong and waking up with my tampon string hanging out. He was so cool. Like I laughed so hard when I heard this comment and said, "Oh shit. Oh, how the heck did this end up in my suggestions? And why did I watch it? And why did I find it interesting?" So, JR, I don't know if you're listening to this or whatever, but we appreciate you. We appreciate your sense of humor. We appreciate your support and just letting us know what's on your mind. It totally made me laugh, and I appreciate it. It really made my day. Like I was just working, and then I looked to see, and there was this comment. And mostly we get troll comments because we're so new. It just feels like my first month on like cam modeling on MFC before. So like I'm just like, you know what? Let's just keep going, keep putting those videos up because you will find like-minded people one day. Those trolls, it's always going to happen. The trolls always come. The
trolls will always come.
All the trolls. It's like, I feel like I'm like, there's like a herd of trolls just marching over a bridge towards you, you know what I mean? But like these comments, like, and also, there's other sweet comments too. So I really appreciate you guys. If you guys are going to leave us a comment, that helps the algorithm, and
it helps us a lot. And like, at the end of the day, like we're just human, we're not perfect. By all means, like everything that we say is not the gospel. It's not like the truth. Like the only thing that matters in this world, but it's just our lives and our perspective and our experience and just living as two, Asian American women and just how we're living, man.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like podcasts that feature two Asian women. I mean, they're always talking about like finances or like lifestyle, and they're very squeaky clean, but we're just like,
hey,
bunch out, tampon string out,
exactly.
We're the nitty gritty, man, and like, well, maybe
we're the nitty gritty of human nature,
and we have no problem saying cunt. So if you're like a super conservative, like, I mean, maybe this place is not for you. I don't know. Welcome, but
welcome anyways. But again, we're not gonna filter ourselves or,
Debbie, you're such a cunt.
It's a cunt. It's such a great. It sounds great.
I know. I love saying cunt. We also got. We went to Knott's Berry Farm for Debbie and Donna's birthday, so that was a whole fun day, and we have also that available too. And I had a lot of fun cutting that video. Like, obviously, I saw your guys' face for like 2 weeks straight. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sick of seeing their faces. But it
turned out great.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we captured those moments because honestly, when we're 70, 80 years old, I'm going to be really happy to have those. So,
yes. Yeah. No, it's we've been doing stuff. It's not like, even though we didn't do the podcast for a while, but like, we still saw each other and still been seeing each other and being friends.
Just being
friends.
Just
living life, you guys.
Yeah, living life.
Living life off camera.
Yeah, because there's some podcasters that they don't hang out much. Outside.
Yeah.
I'm not saying for every podcast, but most of them, they just do the podcast and they go their separate ways. But like, I truly like enjoy hanging out. Like the one night, Donna came with us to go charge after work, like charge the Teslas, and then we went over to your house and we hung out. We just hung out in the front of the house, walked down the street, just like we just had a ball. Like,
yeah, and you can't just do that with just anyone, like just be able to just show up and just kind of like hang out and talk, shoot the shit and just talk about whatever and laugh and enjoy each other's company, just genuinely enjoy each other's company, letting letting our guards down and just laugh and just be ourselves.
I loved it. It made me feel like I was back in high school.
Oh, totally did. Just walking the streets.
Yeah, actually, Joseph has a candid like video of us just walking in the streets.
Yes, I remember him recording that.
I'm gonna put that up because I like that. I'm gonna put it up because I like it. I don't care if any of you guys like it. Like, I'm so tired of like, do they like it? No, if you like it.
No, it's just everyday life, but you're with your friends and enjoying each other's company, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
Exactly. Oh, I do want to mention, like when we're like, Debbie, you have to go see Red Rock. We made that trip to Red Rock after leaving Vegas.
Yes.
The Vegas trip. And we're like, let's go Red Rock and stuff like that. And remember, I had to use the bathroom. I need to pee so bad. Mm-hmm. And I used that like the park's bathroom.
Yes.
And I was just like, I cannot tell you what happened. It is
horrified.
It was horrifying. I can tell you now. I can tell you guys what I saw. Oh my God. So it was one of those like outhouses, but it had a toilet, like a toilet seat, but it's just like one of those like holes.
Yes.
Holes like
to the abyss.
Yeah, to the abyss. But usually when you go to the bathroom in one of those, there's no like light.
Oh, yeah.
There's no light shining in there. But this time of the day, it was like afternoon and there was a window and it perfectly shined like slightly into the hole.
Oh.
So when I can't squat. I can't pop a squat. So I had to like, get a toilet seat cover.
Oh,
and I turned around and I did the worst mistake by like
looking,
seeing what I was seeing.
I mean, there's sunlight going right into it, so.
Oh my God.
Human fecal matter.
In every brown shade you can ever think of.
Oh, man.
Just swirlies. Just like,
oh my gosh.
Like levels and levels of swirlies.
Oh gosh.
I when I got back in the car, because we were both tired, so I didn't want to like overwhelm Debbie with this visual.
Yeah.
But it was just horrifying. I was just like, wow, there should be some places where there should be no light to be shined there.
No light.
Ever.
Exactly.
Ever. But also I want to shake up some feathers.
Oh.
Okay, so I found this out and this is real, okay? This is on a show. It's on Discovery Plus. And I'll just say it because I think it's fucking cool as fuck. But other people will be like, oh my God, how could you say that? Abraham Lincoln may have been gay.
Oh my gosh. Is it because of that show that mentioned it?
Queer, Book of Queer.
Oh.
Okay, so it's called Book of Queer.
Uh-huh.
And I love this show because actual gay historians and specialists go dive deep into like their letters, their personal letters, their personal diaries.
Yeah.
And I mean, things have been in history, we don't whitewash, censored, like all this shit,
Yeah.
And yes, I mean, can you believe it? I was so ecstatic. I was like, wow, that makes history so much more interesting.
I mean, out of all the presidents and everything like that we've had, like, I mean, there's got to be some gay guys in there.
Right? But
some closet gays.
But it's just like a beautiful thing, I believe. For me, I just felt joy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Abraham Lincoln, he's like one of the coolest.
Yes.
And he's gay. Right on. Like, and it's funny because they do a reenactment.
Gay or bisexual?
Yay.
Gay, straight up. Okay.
Yeah, because his wife was not a looker. Like, I remember seeing, I think her name was Mary or something. I was like, oof. Like, Abraham Lincoln was not a bad looking man.
Oh, yeah. He's a handsome guy.
Yeah, tall. They wrote, like, there was another guy that he was staying with when he left the forest. I mean, his cabin, and then went into the city. And he actually stayed with a store owner at that time. And he wrote like they slept in the same bed. for years.
Wow.
For years. And that he, like, I don't know, you guys could watch it, but like these gay historians are like, no, we're looking at these, and they'll pick out lines from his letters, his multitude of letters.
Yeah.
And then also people that were interested in him, men that were interested in him, that they were seeing each other, that they were kind of like together for years and stuff, like saying, like talking about his chiseled body, because you know he's in like the forest, and he's in his log cabin, like, you know, chopping up wood. He's like shirtless. He's like ripped, man. He's ripped. He's like, it's like, it's an unusual look for men back then. They weren't always like cut.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just like,
fascinating.
I know. I was shocked.
That's it's news to me. But that's like, yeah, if it's true, that's awesome.
That is awesome. Like, check out this show. It's Book a Queer on Discovery Plus.
Okay.
It's so interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, I loved it. And when I watched it, I was like, I must spread the word.
Spread the word, Elizabeth. Spread the word.
Abraham Lincoln is gay, everyone. I love it.
I love it.
We are allies.
Even
though he's like long dead.
Yeah. Wow. That's great. That's great that you watched it.
They should have like parties in front of his monument. He has a big ass monument in Washington D.C.
That's true. That's true.
Awesome.
Yes. That'd be awesome. Like the gay pride parade around Lincoln.
Yeah. How awesome is that? Well, I mean, like, you've been a superhero, you know, getting on that app and like, you know, putting some of your time in doing that and just like giving back and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I
must
would
feel good.
I would. It feels great for sure. I just feel like it's the least I can do when I was feeling shitty and I like reached out in that app for people to connect with.
Yeah.
To feel less alone, and people took the time out of their day to say, "Hey, you're not alone. Hey, I know exactly how you're feeling." Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing and being so vulnerable.
Being part of the community, you know, I mean, I guess here in Orange County, it's kind of harder to be part of the community, like actively every day, because it's, I mean, I'm not gonna bag on it. I love Orange County, honestly. Like, I love LA County too. There's a lot going on and stuff, but I just love my space.
Yes.
I love my space, and it's just like, I love things clean. I don't want to see like human dung.
Yeah. I don't like the smell of urine on the street, you know?
I mean, but
that's when I know
cool.
That's when I know I'm in LA. I'm like, smell of urine.
It's strong.
Yikes.
It's strong.
It's so strong.
But you know, I love Orange County and stuff, and I mean, like, you know, you just jumping on that. We have other ways of doing it. I mean, like, a couple months ago, I mean, like a month ago or something, Joseph, like 3:00 in the morning, just had like this like need to like go check on the car. 3:00 in the morning. Okay. There's like no one out here.
Yeah.
He walks to the car and he checks on the car. And then as he was coming back to the house, this woman stops him. And she was like, can you help me? She's like, I got locked out of my house. This old woman, she lives right here.
Aww.
And
3 in the morning?
3 in the morning.
Oh,
like, there's no one to help this lady. She doesn't have her phone, nothing.
Okay.
She doesn't have anything.
All right. She's an old lady, though.
She's an older lady.
Okay. If she was like a younger woman and it was approaching you and it's like, can you? I don't know. I'd be kind of.
No.
I'd be kind of hesitant.
I'll be like, nah, you young. Find out a way.
You'll survive.
Okay. So
but
like,
this is an old woman.
Yeah, there's an older woman. She's a neighbor.
Oh.
But it's like, dude, if Joseph didn't, he had like a little like superpower.
Yeah, it was meant to be. The universe just like, this old lady needs help. Let me send the nicest, kindest man.
yeah.
This long hair, beautiful man.
This angel.
Asian angel.
But like, I mean, and I was like, what happened then? Like, I was like, that's so crazy. Like,
yeah.
What are the odds of the timing of him like going out there and, you know, meeting this lady that needs help? It's crazy to me.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And then like a week later after that happened, like I went to go pick up food from somewhere, it's on beach. Next to that store you like, Kim Song or whatever.
Well, next to the store I like.
Yeah, there's a store you like next to Target or something.
Fashion Young?
Yeah, Fashion Young. Oh, okay. Sorry. Fashion Young.
Kim.
Yeah, Kim's. No, Fashion Young. Okay, so I pick up some food from there and it's not ready yet. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go into Target and just like look around or like pee or something like that. And the rest go into the restroom and I go into the stall. And then all of a sudden I hear, hello? And like someone like knocking on my stall. Like, anyone here? I need help. And I'm like, and she's like, I'm peeing right now. And she's like, can you help me like untie my string? I need to pee so bad. I'm gonna pee in my pants. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck?
Hold on, I need to turn off the fan.
Oh shit.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Let's pause.
Let's pause. It's fine. Let's do you want me to pause or you just want to turn it off really quick? It's okay. It's okay. There's sound.
We can pause for a second because I think Josh was downstairs.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Little fan
issue, and then we had visitors.
Yes, then we had visitors, so we're back again. But yeah, as we were talking, gosh, what were we talking about? I don't even know at this point.
We just blanked out because we
were talking about Wisdo. Just the Wisdo app and everything like that, and just how it feels good to just to help out when you have the energy to.
Yeah,
I mean, I like, as much as I wish I could help out all the time or be helpful or help others, like I need to help myself first, and I needed to do whatever I had to do to be positive, rewire my mindset, like do all these things to just to not get into deep depression again. I mean, I was in a depressive episode, but it wasn't as deep as like my past ones. So it wasn't like, I don't want to live anymore, but it was definitely like hard to get out of bed, like all that kind of stuff, really low energy, and just all that. So it's been good. It's been good to just be back on the app, have this Mooncake podcast, and like it's all good things, all good things. So I'm just in a better mindset, and I just feel like being a better version of myself than I was yesterday, than I was days before, even a month ago. And all because of like just taking those actual proactive steps to do something about it instead of just thinking about it, like actually doing something about it.
Yeah.
And just reading things, listening to, audiobooks or reading things, and like watching things too, like anything to uplift me and just put me in a better mindset, learning from others and stuff like that. It's been good. It's been really good. So yeah, I mean, nothing's perfect, I'm still like, it's like a everyday practice for me to like meditate 5 days in a row, but like keep on trying. My mind definitely does wander. It's like really tough for me to just be like quiet,
I think
like
it's natural for it to wander.
Like chatter and wander.
Yeah.
And like, ooh, like think about this and that. But yeah, no, it's I'm definitely I feel like with each day I'm doing it, I'm getting more used to the practice. So it's good. Do you meditate or?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been like a heavy meditator for like a long time.
I know you meditate. I didn't know like is there a certain type of meditation that you do, or is there a certain?
I do all sorts in the search of like the meditation that works for me. So I do like sleeping meditation. So it's like someone will be, talking to you for like 4 hours and you just have it playing. So they'll help you like wind down.
Oh, wow.
For bed. So that's sleeping meditation.
Okay.
There's also like laying meditation.
Wow.
So like you're not sleeping, but you're laying. So if you don't feel like sitting up, you can do laying meditation. There's so many meditations.
So many.
There's what else? Learning to let go meditations. So I like to do guided meditations.
Oh yeah.
Especially if your mind starts to wander a lot. But if I'm like, good and I don't want to listen to anything, I just listen to ambient music or anything and stuff like that. Yeah.
And do you feel like it's changed you? It's better?
Yes.
Do you feel like
in the beginning, and it's like years of trying.
Yeah.
Years of trying. Yeah. I'm not saying it's gonna, but for me, because I'm really stubborn and stuff, you're like, what difference does it make? Like, I'm putting all this time and work into it, like, whoa. And sometimes you're just like, I need a break from this. Yeah. Because you're just like, I'm just going through the movements. But then once you take some time away from it, you're like, oh, it does help. Like it helps you to be less reactive.
Okay. Yeah. Just be more mindful and just like take moments of like pause.
Yeah. And then it's also like a spa time for your mind.
It is.
Yeah.
It is like, it's like, feels like cleansing.
Yeah. So like.
And it's like exercising like this new part of like the way your mind, because you're usually used to chatter and like all this, thinking of worries and whatever. And it's like guided meditation or meditation in general, like helps you like focus more. And I think, I think just the help that focus is what our mind isn't really used to. We're used to just like letting it roam free and go wild.
Like a dog off its leash.
Yeah,
it's just like all of it. I mean, I prefer dogs off leashes most of the time, you know what I mean? But like
for the mind, it's good.
For the mind, it's good to have a little leash on it.
Little focus sometimes. But it's at least the Headspace app that I'm using right now, they always allow a little moment of wander.
Yeah. So it's like you shouldn't hate on yourself just because your mind wanders,
that's normal.
Yeah. Do you do breathing meditations?
Yes, I did. I did some breathing ones. Yeah, that helps a lot. And just I think like just as important as it is to exercise your body and muscles and stuff like that. Like your brain is a muscle too. Like your mind is like needs to be exercised and learn a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things. And so, you have to put in the practice. Even if in the beginning you don't see the results, just like going to the gym, you're not going to see muscles overnight. Yeah. But if you keep at it, then like something will stick.
Yeah. Speaking of muscles, I mean, I've joined a gym.
Oh, yes.
And I can bring 2 people with me every time I go. Like, do you want to get like ripped? Do you want to get ripped? Like, because I mean, I don't think I've ever seen you do like weights.
No, I don't do.
I've heard you that you went to a biking thing, but I'm biking. That's like endurance.
No, that's cardio.
That's like, cardio endurance. Yeah. But I'm into like. I like weights, but I love cardio too. I love sweating. Like today, like me and Joseph did like a 30-minute cardio downstairs and just drenched in sweat. You know what I mean? Like I love that. But I also like developing muscles and like you just see them starting to form and stuff. But I'm like, dude, I should get like talking about muscles. I mean, like I should get you in the gym like once in a while. Like it doesn't have to be every time I go. It could just be like once a week, once every 2 weeks. Like if you're free, we should like hit the weights, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the proper.
I can show you. It's the thing is, okay, like so
movements, but
the easiest route right now would be just for you to go on the weighted machines because that helps you with the the movements, the proper movements and stuff, But then later on, you can graduate into free weights.
Oh, yeah. So people are just straight up free weights. And you're just like.
But dude, Debbie, like, I think you could get.
Jacked.
Like, not jacked. You know what I mean? Like, it would be. I mean, like, that's a funny visual. Like, us just being like bodybuilder.
Yes.
Well, oh my God. I should take our faces and put it on like bodybuilding women.
Yes.
I'm so going to do that. I'm going to post that. I'm going to do that. But like, just coming to just, how like you say you practice your mind and stuff. It feels good. Like it hurts. Like, I mean, not hurts, but like it's challenging.
Oh yeah. It's a mental thing too.
But it releases certain chemicals.
Yeah,
in your
endorphins,
brain.
serotonin, and stuff like that.
I mean, once every 2 weeks, like let's just go sweat it up, bro.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to.
You down,
I'm down to. I want to also like my my intentions for myself too, not just getting into meditation, well-being for my mind, but also my body too. I want to eat better. I want to exercise more and stuff like that. So I want to, like treat our body well. So.
Yeah, because it's like, I do believe in reincarnation, but what's the point in waiting for another lifetime? Do it now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Just fucking take care of your body that you have now. It's like, sometimes I feel like because we watch so many fictional like movies and stuff, like they think like, oh, we could just waste this life away. We'll just have, but why not take advantage right now?
Yeah, I think all we know for sure is right now.
Yeah. That's it. Like, we don't know if there's a heaven,
we
hell.
We can assume whatever we want to assume.
Yeah. But maybe we cease to exist after this life. Who knows? But
man, maybe this is it. Yeah. This is it. And that's okay. Yeah. And that's okay if we live in the present moment and we take care of ourselves the best we can and live in a mindset of just, live in a wealthy mindset, and just a healthy and wealthy mindset.
Not to bring like death up, but I mean, like, I've seen so many people in hospice, like my grandmother, Joseph's grandfather, like seeing that, I think in the end, and then also seeing everyone. My grandma was not in hospice. She was at my aunt's house. But like when I went to hospice at Joseph's grandpa's place, you see tons of people just like in the whole building, like dying. Yeah. Right. And it's like, what do you have? Like I don't know where I'm going to be. Like I tell myself, I'm going to work hard so I don't have to end up in a place like this like dingy hospice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But who knows? I don't know where my life is going to, I can only have so much power over my life. You know, I can work hard now, but I don't know what's going to happen. I might end up in a hospice like that. But what do I have at that time when I'm on my deathbed is all the great memories of me trying. Yeah. Just trying hard at life.
Exactly.
That's all I have. Those memories you're stuck with when you're in your deathbed. And I want to try. I want to
enjoy the journey, man.
Yeah. You got
I want to enjoy the struggles, the ups and downs. Sure. Like it. Yeah. The journey, it's all part of it. And I want to enjoy the journey, not just think about the destination.
Be like water, as we say. Be like water.
Be like water.
Be like water, friends.
Yeah.
Be like water.
I think that's being fluid and being just understanding that like things happen in life, but it's not concrete.
Yeah.
Like things happen and you're able to, if you're able to change your perspective and able to change the way you're thinking, how you look at something, it can turn everything around. Really, like, I could have been like, stay in bed today and like do the same thing I've been doing, like when I'm depressed and stuff like that. But like, no, like we're going to do this podcast today. We're going to do, like we're going to do things. Like I'm going to cook for my parents today. I'm going to go for a walk with my dad. I'm going, like all these things, like not just I'm going to, like I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it. And like I'm meditating. I'm not going to say it. I'm actually going to do it.
Yeah.
These are the things that like I know is good for my mental health.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my mental well-being. And like why wouldn't I do that? So yeah, I'm down to exercise with you physically too and like pump some muscles.
Pump some muscle. I want to because you are strong. Like I've seen it. Like
yeah, I could be stronger.
You might be small in stature, but like yeah, I want to see like what kind of weights you can do.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
It's really exciting when you start seeing like certain muscles like form right now. And like I know I'm like more heavy set right now, but I'm starting to see like muscle growth in certain areas. And like once you start doing cardio to shred that, you're just like, oh my God. It's like, and you feel strong.
Yeah.
You feel strong. Oh, what I wanted to bring up, guys, I have my sciatica under control. I am sitting here without any pain, okay, for the first time in 2 years.
That's a big deal.
Every episode that we've done, I've been in pain. I was just, even in Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas, like everywhere we went, even though I tried to not give it a lot of thought, but I was in pain.
Yeah.
Like every moment, like even at Lovers and Reds, where we partied it up. But like it was just an ongoing thing. And guys, guess what it was? It was fucking gluten.
Oh.
So if you're in pain or any kind of pain or inflammation or anything, like maybe start taking things out of your diet and seeing, like tweaking or playing around with it. Maybe you want to take out dairy. Maybe you want to take out eggs. Maybe you want to take out sugar for a while, you know?
See what it does to your body.
Yeah. So like for 2 years, I have been in chronic pain. I think that's what also depressed me a lot. Because I love working out. I love running. I love doing HIIT workouts, jumping. I couldn't do any of that.
Oh.
Like even sitting up just for a podcast or sitting up for work, like driving. Every time I got out of the car, it was just an enormous amount of pain. And when your body and your mind aren't in sync, like you get depressed.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because you're just like, I'm 34 and I'm in so much excruciating pain. Like, what do I do? And I mean, I was like, you know what? I cured my HPV on my own by eating certain things. Like, why can't I do the same thing with my sciatica? Because it's a form of inflammation. So guys, I mean, there's so many people out there with sciatica pain.
Yeah.
This may not work for you, but I mean, like, give it a go. And there's some like Joseph, because I love bread, and Joseph went to get me gluten-free bread, and I was like, no, this is gonna be gross. It's the best time to go gluten-free, people. There's so many awesome products out there.
Things and variety. We
have luxuries. We can get like bread imported from like Germany, like gluten-free products that they've been making for 100 years or something. I don't know. Like,
what a time to be alive.
It's a great time to be alive. So you just switch, make some substitutes and stuff, like food can be medicine. I'm like a big believer.
Yeah, that's so true. You're so right.
I'm a big believer in Ayurvedic medicine, which is like using food as medicine and stuff. So I mean, Debbie knows how much pain I've been in because it's just we've been podcasting for 2 years.
It's been an ongoing thing for you.
It's been so bad, but
it's just gluten, man.
It's fucking gluten, and I still sometimes eat a little bit of gluten, just like a tiny bit. If it's in sauce or something, it's in hoisin sauce, because I'm Asian. And then, but I'll just really cut back down on gluten. Just have it once in a while, and I'll be good.
Damn.
So I just want to tell you, all those people with chronic pain, try that. Like, try it.
Wow.
If you have a loved one that is in a lot of pain, try it.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
That's so great, Liz. I know that's been such a big thing for you.
I know. Like, I'm not a religious person, but like, hallelujah. Like, hallelujah. Like, seriously, hallelujah. Like.
No, it's like, I mean, again, we can laugh about it now that you're past that hump and everything, but like to go through that pain, like physical pain, and like not be able to exercise or like, do weights or things that brought you joy before.
To go to the bathroom, like to sit and get up, like it would be so painful.
Gosh, wow. That makes you be so like relieved to like.
Well, that's why I was doing a lot of drugs. Like I was doing like any like drug that can like kind of numb the pain and stuff. But the I mean, thing was just gluten, man. What the fuck?
Oh man, it's so hard. But I guess you're right. There's a lot of substitutes for gluten out there, and
delicious, absolutely delicious.
All right,
yeah.
All right. I feel like I could definitely cut down on gluten too.
Well, really? Why?
Because like my skin, like I had like this breakout. You saw like my breakout on my skin. Like
yes, is that psoriasis?
Yeah, I think it's psoriasis.
It could be due to a food allergy.
Yeah,
for sure. You can experiment. I mean, you don't have to cut it out for forever. Yeah, I mean, like you might want to check out like your intake and stuff. But like just see and like maybe see the results because any reactive allergens, it's trying to show you on your body. Like what is it? I think I had psoriasis a little bit, but it's like itchy, right?
It's itchy, but it's not even that itchy anymore. It's just there and just red and scaly.
Oh, so it doesn't feel like anything.
It doesn't itch or anything. Like, I mean, it'll itch sometimes, but not like all the time,
all
burning.
the time. Oh, okay. Mine did.
Oh,
mine was really bad. And then I started. That's why I was such a crazy juice person. Like I would juice tons of greens, like dark leafy greens, and just like detox the shit out of my body. Like be gone, evil beings. You know, like. But maybe try that. Maybe cut out gluten for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just try it out, you know?
And also just try out things that are like more cleansing too, like vegetable juice or like some juice, like smoothie or whatever that will help like more like cleanse the system too.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I still eat junk food.
Yeah.
I still eat junk food once in a while, but like most of my days, I try to center around like dark greens, you know, like, you know, when they have like bags that say power greens and stuff.
Yes.
Like I get that. And I just like, we just like shove it. Because Joseph also had like skin issues too. And he started eating more like greens and stuff. And it's really helped him.
Okay.
You know, eating less processed stuff. Like it really helps. I'm actually curious if it really would help you.
Yeah.
What is, you know, irritating your skin?
Exactly. I think it's like it is some kind of allergen or some kind of like immuno response. So
because even though it doesn't hurt, like your body's saying like, oh, there's something irritating it and stuff. How long have you been battling that for?
Like a year now.
A year?
Like over a year.
Okay.
So it's been it's been a while.
It's chronic.
Like, and it's chronic, and it's like, you know, it's funny. As you get older, you start to develop allergies or like develop food issues and stuff like that. So
it's true. It's coming out before. I was like, dude, I'm gonna drink beer like all day, all the time. And I was like, I know it's dumb, but I just double want to check because I know it's made out with barley and wheat. And I was like, say Siri, does it have gluten in beer? And she's like, yes.
Like, no.
I was like, damn it. Okay, fine. Just once in a while. But I mean, we can do a check-in in like 2 months time and see if like if it is doing anything for you.
No, definitely. I just want to just feed my body healthy, feed my mind healthy things, and just be on this more, you know, hopefully like you do these things that will help you feel good and just put you in a better mood and a better state of mind.
I think
body, emotionally, mentally, everything, you know? So I think that's so important. Like, again, like this whole episode, I think is fill your cup. Fill your cup mentally, emotionally, physically. Do whatever you got to do. And like, just like take care of yourself.
Fill your cup, everyone. You heard it.
Yeah. So I think that's the end of this episode. And so I just wanted to say to everyone, thank you so much for listening. For those who've been following us this whole time, again, we're back. And we're
trying to do 2 episodes per month.
2 episodes per month. And like, hopefully, you know, that we're going to stick to that. And, but for those of you listening for the first time, welcome, and you know, just join us for the ride. Join us for the ride. And please, like, you know, if you have any questions or comments or anything, like, you know, you can email at us at mooncakes.podcast@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram. We're on Instagram at mooncakes.podcast. And we're on YouTube, which YouTube, on Spotify and everything. Like,
I'll leave everything in the description.
Everything in the description. Just click. And thank you again so much for listening. And you know, we love you. If no one's told you lately, we love you. Your Mooncake sisters love you. And just, you know, whatever you're going through, if you're going through depression right now, even
hang in there, buddy.
Hang the fuck in there.
Hang the fuck in there.
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
Fill your cup. Take care of yourself. It's okay to take a pause. It's okay to take a mental break. It's okay to do those things for yourself because you're human. We're all human and we're not machines. So take care of yourself. And until next time, bye.
See you guys later. Bye.